In order to have a good looking fish tank and happy fish, you need to keep your tank clean. I have 2 fish tanks that I clean on a regular basis. There are many types of cleaning to do, and all of them are necessary. You have to clean algae off the glass, clean off the decorations, and vacuum the gravel. First of all, you have to have the right tools and equipment. Using the wrong tools and not cleaning correctly could cause you to crack your tank or even kill your fish. There are many tools for cleaning algae off glass. There are long neck scrubbers, such as this one, or magnet scrubbers, and a few others. I personally prefer the long neck scrubbers. They let you reach into the water without having to get a towel or stick your arm down in the water. I've never owned a magnet scrubber, but they are very handy. One side of the magnet goes in the tank and the other goes on the outside. Grab the magnet on the outside and move it around. This will remove any algae off the glass. There may be some stubborn algae that doesn't want to come off, but that can be fixed. For stubborn algae growths, you might need to use a razor blade. Be very careful when using this option because if you cut yourself, the wound could be exposed to bacteria living in your tank water. To use a razor blade to scrape away algae, hold the blade at a 45-degree angle to the tank wall and gently scrape the algae. You must clean all around the glass, working from top to bottom and getting all the algae off the glass. If there's a little amount of algae, it can just be filtered within the water. But if there's a lot, you can vacuum it out with a gravel vacuum. This is a task that will keep your fish happy and healthy. You can use the same tools except for a magnet scrubber. It's better to just remove the decorations when cleaning them rather than leaving them in the tank. After you've removed your decorations from your tank, you need to take your algae scrubber or a sponge of some sort and scrub off all the algae. It's best to do this in a bowl of warm water or a tub of some sort. This is the easy way if you're too lazy to get off the couch for more than 2 minutes. There is a much more complex way that will guarantee your fish being safe and clean. If you keep live plants in your tank, you don't need to remove them. Plants naturally keep themselves clean. Simply move them to one corner of the tank so you can see and clean everything else. Boil a pot of water. Make sure the pot is large enough to hold 1 or more decorations at a time. This can be regular tap water. Do not add anything to it, such as soap or chlorine. Soak the decorations in the water. Once the water has been boiled, place 1 or 2 decorations in the pot. Let them soak for about 20 minutes. This should kill the majority of the algae to make the decorations easier to clean. Your decorations should also be able to withstand the temperature of the boiled water. If they melt or fall apart, they should be thrown away. Take the water off the heat before soaking the decorations. You can now remove the decorations from the pot and scrub them with bristles of a toothbrush. The algae should come off relatively easily. Use a toothbrush that is specifically dedicated to your aquarium. It should not be used to clean anything else, or you may contaminate your aquarium. If your decorations appear clean after this step, you can move on to putting them back in the tank. Rinse the decorations with cool water. Once you've scrubbed each decoration, run it under cool water for a minute or 2. Do not dry the decorations off after rinsing them. This is unnecessary. Fill a bucket with dechlorinated tap water. This should be a fresh, clean bucket. Filled up with enough tap water to cover the decorations. The water should be warm, but not hot. Most tap water contains some chlorine. Your local pet store should have information about the chlorine content of your city's tap water. You can purchase dechlorinating tablets at your local pet store or dechlorinating drops, which I use. Follow the directions on the packaging to make sure you're using them properly. Allow the decorations to soak in the dechlorinated water for about 20 minutes. You want to make sure that all the chlorine has been removed from the decorations. These chemicals can be deadly for fish. You can give your decorations a quick rinse under tap water after dechlorinating. Your decorations are now safe to put back in the tank. You can place them in the tank in new locations if you like. If any of the decorations seem to be disintegrating or falling apart, they should be discarded. You can always add new decorations or rotate decorations to give your aquarium a new look. Replace the decorations one at a time. Removing the algae from your decorations will give your fish clean, healthy places to live. Vacuuming out the gravel should be done while your decorations are being cleaned. It will allow for much easier cleaning and way less hassle. The power to operate your gravel vacuum typically comes from a siphon. This same siphon will carry off the gravel. This siphon will carry off the debris the gravel vacuum knocks loose. To operate the gravel vacuum, you will need to get a siphon started in the tube. Once you have your siphon started, you will need to place the end of the gravel vacuum into the gravel. With your finger and thumb walking the bucket into the siphon, gently slide the vacuum into the gravel vacuum into the gravel. Keep the tube moving in a straight line and do not move the vacuum back and forth or up and down. This will just make a mess. Release your finger and thumb from the bucket into the tube. Water should start flowing through the tube. Debris should be flowing down the siphon and into the bucket. Once the water coming through the gravel is mostly clear, stop the flow of the siphon by placing your finger or thumb over the bucket into the siphon tube. Once you have pulled the gravel vacuum out of the gravel, move it over an adjacent piece of gravel and reinsert it. Remember, smooth and straight without any shaking or up and down motions. Again, release your finger from the bucket into the siphon and allow the water to flow, carrying debris from this section of water along with it. Repeat this process until you've cleaned 1/4 to 1/3 of the gravel. Of course, remember to stop if your bucket gets full so you can empty the bucket before making a mess. If at any time the gravel gets too high in the gravel vacuum, you can easily release the gravel from the vacuum by plugging the other end of the gravel vacuum. You can easily, this will remove any dirt, algae, or unwanted substances from your tank. Cleaning your gravel will give any scavengers or crustaceans a clean place to hang out. In conclusion, all of these tasks are necessary for keeping a happy, healthy tank. Cleaning algae off your glass, decorations, and vacuuming the gravel will make all of your fish happier than can be. In order to have happy fish, you need to do all these cleanings regularly.